Every member of the human family is born equal in dignity and rights. Just by being born, your life has worth that is the same as everyone else's.
Girls have the same dignity as boys, women have the same dignity as men, even though it doesn't always seem that way.
Laws and social customs impact women differently than men. Women are more likely to be poor and to be the victims of violence, and women bear the brunt of climate change and war.
When life gets hard, when women and girls are treated as less than human, when they are denied education or not allowed to shape their own lives, when they are afraid and cannot fully develop their personality, their dignity is harmed. And when girls and women suffer, the whole human family suffers.
But dignity is also our most powerful tool. Born with it, we all inherently know that we should be treated with respect and be able to control our lives. Dignity is the power to make that happen. It gives women a voice and makes people listen. It's the superpower that can make wrongs right.
In fact, courageous women around the world have gone to court to reclaim their dignity. And courts are getting the message. Using the power of dignity, they have changed laws and sometimes even upended oppressive traditions and practices that have hurt women for generations.
For instance, courts around the world have begun to recognize how rape violates women's dignity. The Supreme Court of Pakistan ended practices that had been used to demean rape survivors, holding that all women have a dignity right to be treated with respect by police.
In Korea, women's dignity gave them the right to reparations for past abuses because some dignity harms stay with us forever. Even within a marriage, courts have held that men must respect the value and dignity that each woman has as a human being, as the Philippine Supreme Court said. The European Court of Human Rights agreed, holding that the civilized concept of marriage requires men to respect the agency and autonomy of women. The very notion of civilization, the court showed, depends on relationships of equality and reciprocity that respect every person's equal dignity and worth.
So when it comes to having a family, women have asserted the dignity right to make reproductive decisions for themselves. The Indian Supreme Court has agreed, holding that the right to dignity means that every human being possesses dignity merely by being a human and can make self-defining and self-determining choices, and that includes whether and when to start a family.
In Peru, the Constitutional Court recognized women's dignity's right to information about family planning so that they can make the right decision for themselves. For the women who brought these cases, claiming their rights to be treated as a person is itself an act of dignity. They know that they have the right to control their own bodies and to make decisions about their lives for themselves, that they deserve to be treated with respect and to never, ever be objectified or used as if their own will doesn't matter.
But that's not all, because this really is a superpower. Dignity is also the power that enables women to seek a better life for themselves and their families. In South Africa, Irene Grootboom and her young children had been evicted from their homes one cold winter night and had nowhere to live.
When she sued, the court said that the government's failure to provide housing violated not only her right to shelter, but her very dignity. Because when a woman can't find proper housing, her safety is threatened, her children's health may suffer, she may not be able to send them to school or find meaningful work for herself. Each dignity right implicates others. The threats to dignity get worse when the environment becomes unstable, and floods, fires, and droughts make life even harder for women and the people they care for.
Irene Grootboom's superpower was her knowledge that she deserved to live with dignity and that she was entitled to a better life for herself and her children. Her own sense of dignity was the fuel that advanced social justice.
It is not that women have special rights or rights that men don't have. All people have the same rights, the rights to live with dignity, to be treated by others with dignity, and to express our dignity as we choose.
Protecting women's dignity protects our common humanity. It makes sure that every person can live equal in dignity and rights. That's the power of dignity.